Thank you, Shane.
Do you be able to just introduce yourself, your business, and what you love about your profession?
Giulian DiVenuto. My business is Move Osteopathy in Brisbane, and I started out loving my profession because I was able to help people, and now as we're getting into it more and more, I love it because I'm able to bring more and more people into my world, into my business, and help them find their love and passion in what we do.
It's awesome. Love it, mate. So tell me a little bit about how your business looked before you started Clinic Mastery.
It's an interesting question because my business has been through many phases, and by the time I got here, had just launched onto a big, scaled. We'd expanded a lot, and we had a lot of things going on in the back end, but we were lacking in a lot of areas around culture and around systems, effective systems, and we felt like we had scalability, but once we really started to do it, we could just feel that was that glass ceiling pushing back against us, and we just couldn't get past that. So that's how we were when we started, a bit disorganised, although I would have told you that we were right on track.
Yeah. Thank you. And tell me a little bit about what your business and your week looks like now.
Wow, so now I do 3 half-days consulting and spend 2 full days with my team. So it's just all for one-on-one team, just being present, fielding Q&As, doing whatever they want to do. And then I do 3 mornings a week where I just catch up with others, individual, do one-on-ones with them as well. Yeah.
That's awesome. And can you tell me about what you love about the resources, the CM resources in Kajabi?
Well, they're so accessible. I love that because I can consume them at my own time. And I think whenever I have a question, I'm pointed towards the resource, and I can go and grab it whenever I want. And generally, there's some sort of downloadable that I can take away and adapt. And so we've just done our 0 to 100, and it's an amazing document, and 99% of it was done for me. I just had to adapt it, and now that was all there. And all the coaching's in the back end of that too, so I'm knowing how to use the document now too. So, yeah. Mate, it's great.
Can you tell me about the people, the business owners in the CM Business Academy?
What would you like to know?
Just the type of people that are in this community.
The whole community. I've recommended a few people to come here, and I've used the word they're the real deal. You know, they're genuine. They like a beer after work, and but they're bona fide. They've built clinics. If we're getting a system, it's a live system. It's been developed. It's been proven and tested, and then they've collaborated amongst themselves to improve it. So we've got people who've scaled businesses, people who've been system masters, people who've had multi-locations. So they operate from their strengths, and it's. I've been involved with many sort of groups, and I just find this group one where I love the collaboration. I really do, and I really love how it seems to be like the ego's left at the door, and actually it really is about the people that come. And the more I'm working with the whole team, the more I get that I actually feel like I have like business partners in my business, like they know my business. Well, you guys know my business. And it's almost like, whilst you're seeing it in everybody else, like every time I talk to one of you, like you've really thought on my particular issues and then give me good quality feedback and instruction. And yeah, great advice.
Thank you. Can you tell me about the impact your coach has had on your journey?
Well, I've done coaching with just about everybody, but I guess my main coach is Ben, and just having that ally in your corner, somebody who's able to provide broader perspective. You know, it's a lonely road when you're a clinic owner, and to have somebody there some days where you can just vent to. It's like, we're not actually really coaching today. I'm not getting advice from you, but I'm just saying it how it is. This is how it is in my business today, and then to get a little bit of something at the end, which then brings clarity back, and it's like, okay, I got something out of that. Or when we do it fully structured and we're actually drilling down onto a project and trying to implement something in the clinic, and week in, week out, to have somebody who's keeping me accountable. And then to say to me, look, this is what we've been speaking about. Let's stay on track with this. This is our next priority. This is our next step. Basically, do you agree? Yep. And then we start to implement. Or, Ben's been fantastic because he keeps an active ear out. So every time I'm coming up with a particular sort of thing we're trying to implement, he'll then pick out one of the other team members that might actually have more experience in that area or come from a position of strength and say, hey, how about we set you up with Shane for the next couple of weeks, work with him on that, or you need to chat with Peter or Mick or Jack or whatever. So he keeps a great eye to make sure I'm getting the best out of what everybody's got to offer. Yeah.
What would you say to someone considering the clinic mastery business academy?
It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you do it? I can understand when you're looking at anything, if you focus on the financial. I think it's the best value you're going to get in healthcare. I've spent plenty of money on consultants to come and help me, and they can really help, and they're definitely worth it. I've paid them a lot more than what I pay CM, but they've done a very different job. But then once we get in with the CM crew, it's just where the rubber hits the road in healthcare. You can't come and get a consultant from the business world and then teach us how we need to run our clinics. You just, one, if it's not this, then what is it? Because it's just not out there. And two, I don't even know what to pay. It's just a no-brainer. It's a cost. It's an investment in having teammates. It's actually, when you think about it, it's actually like having actual business partners, but they're not taking much of the fee, really. I feel like I've got 6 or 7 actual business partners, but we don't have a partnership agreement. So when I sell my business, they're not going to get any of it. but they're doing all the work. But Fed Income, that's what it is, right? I mean, it's what it is. We've got real Fed Income business partners that are, collecting none of the fees.
Thanks, mate. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.